All right, today we're going to break down a really powerful philosophy. It's all about how to escape the grind. But look, this isn't some abstract theory. This is a real blueprint, a plan that was born from an incredibly intense personal battle for survival. Let's get right into it.
We have to start right here with this quote, because to really understand any of this, you have to feel the stakes. Can you imagine being under so much stress that your own body just starts attacking itself? We're not talking about just feeling a little burned out. This is the grind literally eating you alive. It's your body screaming that the system is broken.
So before we can even talk about the blueprint for freedom, we've got to understand the prison. And this is it. It's a grind that doesn't just make you tired. It's a machine designed to actively break you piece by painful piece.
And this was the huge realization, the lesson learned after a month of no sleep, just staring into a blue screen, trying to force success with sheer willpower. It doesn't work. The final bill for all that effort was a complete physical breakdown. You see, you can't out-hustle a broken system. Your body will always pay the price.
Now, as if that physical crisis wasn't enough, it was happening at the exact same time as a massive financial one. So this wasn't just about burnout. This was a full-on war for survival on two fronts. And the strategies learned down in these trenches, well, they became the foundation for everything that came next.
Just try to picture this for a second. Your entire financial life is frozen solid. The banks have locked you out, lawyers are watching every move you make, blocking every account you try to use. Every single dollar, every transaction becomes this high-stakes negotiation. It's like a chess game just to keep the lights on for your family. You're completely under siege.
Okay, now let this number sink in. After paying every bill, after every single one of those tense negotiations, this is what was left over. $20 to $50 for the entire month. For anybody out there feeling the pinch from inflation, trying to make that paycheck stretch, just imagine that reality. That's not budgeting. That's minute-to-minute survival.
So how do you survive that? Well, the truth is, you don't survive it alone. The anchor in the middle of this hurricane was his partner. Her paycheck was the lifeline. It was the one stable, predictable thing in a world of pure chaos. And this just perfectly illustrates a completely different kind of wealth, doesn't it? It's not about what's in your bank account. It's about having someone in the trenches with you. That's a richness most millionaires will never understand.
Oh, this is such a critical mindset shift. That 9 to 5, the day job that so many people dream of escaping, it wasn't the enemy. It wasn't the cage. It was the fuel. It was the gas in the tank that was paying for the construction of the escape plan, which was being built brick by brick in the shadows. Quitting your job too early, that's like setting your own escape plan on fire before it's even finished.
So how do you actually channel that fuel? How do you take all that pain, all that pressure, and turn it into real progress? Well, out of that fire, a disciplined system was created. And it wasn't just some nice idea. It was a survival mechanism. This is what's called the EFP2R protocol, but it's better known as the black and orange.
Let's start with the foundation, the black circuit. This isn't just about hustling. It's more of a state of mind. It's the deep, focused, completely unseen work you do when the rest of the world is asleep and no one's watching. It's the silent, disciplined execution of your plan, day in and day out. No applause, no likes, just work.
And here's the entire philosophy in one simple comparison. The black is the silent grind in the shadows. The orange is the visible success, the fire, the results that everybody sees and wants. And the equation is simple, right? One cannot exist without the other. If you don't put in the time in the black, you will never, ever get to the orange. No silent work, no public victory. Period.
This is exactly where most people fail. They try to create what he calls a short circuit. They chase the fame, the validation, the appearance of success before they've actually done the work. The wealth machine is the exact opposite. It demands that you stay in the shadows, that you embrace the black, and that you build something of real value before you even think about stepping into the spotlight. Okay, but this philosophy keeps evolving. It's not just about working harder in the shadows. There's a fundamental shift in your identity that has to happen. It's about making the transition from being a worker, a slave to the system, to becoming an architect who designs the whole thing. And that 4 a.m. start time, that becomes the moment of transformation. In that quiet, pre-dawn silence, you're not just another person on the assembly line. You're not just doing the labor. You are the one looking at the blueprints. You are the architect of your own freedom.
So how do you practically make that jump from worker to architect? Technology. But you have to listen to the reason why. This is so important. He didn't use AI as a shortcut to get rich. It wasn't some lazy hack. It was a shield. It was a tool that he used for self-preservation, to quite literally save his life from the grind that was physically destroying him.
What's so powerful here are the deeply human reasons for this. Automation wasn't about optimizing metrics or increasing ROI. It was about buying back time to just be a person again, to go outside, to be present with his family. It was a strategy to protect his health, his sanity, and the relationships that actually matter.
And this just makes the distinction crystal clear. The worker is a slave to the task, chained to a screen, always just one step away from total burnout. The architect, on the other hand, builds a system that works even when they can't. They outlast exhaustion because they delegate the execution to technology. They build the machine instead of being a cog inside it. Which brings us to the ultimate purpose behind this whole thing. Why? Why go through all the pain, the 4 a.m. alarms, the intense discipline, the system building? What is the actual endgame here?
And there it is. That's the core thesis of this entire manifesto. It's such a powerful rejection of our culture's obsession with fame and getting noticed. The real prize isn't being seen by other people. The real prize is being in complete control of your own life and your own time.
So what we've just walked through isn't just one person's story. It's a repeatable path. It's a blueprint that can take you from a state of total crisis, physical, financial, and mental, all the way to a state of sovereignty, where you are the one in command of your life.
So we'll end by turning this whole lesson back to you, because this isn't just a story to listen to, it's a question you have to answer. If freedom is the real goal, what silent, unseen work are you putting in right now to build it? What are you building in the black?